What is going on? It is Tuesday morning. It is 6:25 in the morning. So I just got done doing a total of 6 hours and 20 minutes of writing. That's combined from working on Thursday, last Thursday, and today. Thursday I worked about 80 minutes, and then today I worked 5 hours and 10 minutes. I am up to the back of page 41 of the handwritten pages. 459 pages typed with 148,804 words, I think. I think that's right. It's 800 something words, I know that much. But 314 is finally under fucking way. Oh my god. Oof. Like, damn. So, what did I work on? Okay. I expanded on Lucius versus Tango Vajar and Chuandar. I also expanded that whole fight. I expanded because originally it was going to be Lucius versus Chuandar. You know, it was going to be an epic fight, and then it was just those two, and then the epic finale of that fight. And I'm like, wait a minute, he didn't even fight his master. Yeah, in the original cut, he does not fight his master at all. No. Yeah, it was. I mean, the way it ends is really good, and I'm still using that ending, but I need to expand on it. So I threw in that fight. So now Lucius, you know, he's getting his revenge for being betrayed and all that shit. So him and his former master fighting each other, and he's also fighting, you know, the love of his life, who's now under Vaughn control and shit. So it's, you know, 2-on-1 fight. And then I also added in Eve as well. So now it's a 2v2 fight. So yeah, it's going to be a long ass fight because I have to do this in increments. I can't do it all in one sitting. If I do it in one sitting, I will have tons of fucking mistakes. Vanessa's been evac'd away from the scene, so she's, you know, getting taken care of because Lucius saved her and all that. What else did I do? Mostly it was a lot of fight expansion because I had to really expand on that, and that was a lot of fucking work, and it took me a couple of hours to work it because you can't just jump into it with like a few sentences like he hit him, he went down. That's too basic. So I had to, you know, elaborate, expand, make it cohesive. Now for the big question, what did I cut out? Dumb dialogue. Yeah, it was dumb. There was a lot of dumb dialogue. Oh my god. That's one. Everybody's still sleeping. Yeah, there was a lot of dumb dialogue. Some of it I kept, some of it I didn't. And most of what I was doing on these pages was looking at it and then simplifying it and then expanding it. So if it was, you know, Lucius fighting Chuandar, you know, I put that, I expanded on that fight, and then I threw in a little bit of dialogue to it, so it's longer. Instead of it just being, you know, so cut and dry like it was before. What else? I actually cut out a character. There was another character I cut out. His name is Dinks Marin. He was a Jedi that I did. It was the dumbest thing. I picked up a very bad habit from Star Wars. Yeah, and like, oh, there's bad habits from Star Wars. I didn't know that. Yeah, and in addition to the toxicity of the fandom, sometimes, I discovered that, and this didn't dawn on me until I looked at him and looked at the character. I was like, shit, you have to go. I would throw in, I threw him in, and another character as well. And I'm not even going to bother bringing that up because it wasn't even that important. I can't remember. I think it was in the New Jedi Order. They would throw in characters and not give them a full backstory. Yeah. I don't remember who it was, but I know this happened. They would throw in a new character. That character didn't get much backstory, and they were just kind of, written off. Fucking hated that. It's a bad habit to pick up. Don't ever pick that habit up. Seriously. Never do that. Because if you pick up that habit, it will haunt the shit out of you in your later years. So, I don't have that habit no more. But Dinks Marin may make an appearance in the dark side ending of the trilogy whenever I get around to writing that shit. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because, I mean, honestly, like, I didn't really care for him. He was just like, ew, there we go. Just, filler. So, yeah, that was fun. Also, there was a lot I had to change. Like, I've mentioned this millions of times. Originally, everybody knew each other. So it was like there was a brother-sister moment between Lucius and Vanessa where he told her she was an aunt because that's how it was. And then I was like, wait a minute, I have to cut that out because she doesn't know about the kid. They don't know each other. they're just now getting acquainted with each other and shit. There was so much I had to change. Like, oof. And I'm working my way up to Tango Vajar's full reveal because I haven't done that yet. I know exactly who the fuck he is, and I've given little tiny ass hints and stuff throughout the trilogy. But if you haven't read my trilogy, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you see how happy I'm about that shit, you should be reading my trilogy. So, this is gonna be a slash video. Well, half and half video. So half redemption, and while I was writing redemption, a plot point for Endgame popped up. Ain't that some shit? So I'm sitting there. What the fuck was I listening to? Oh, Christ. Fiji's Killing Me Softly with his song. I love that song. Damn good jams, one of his grooves. Well, as I'm sitting there writing redemption, scene pops in my head for Endgame, and it was Lucius and Trixie together having sex. I'm like, ooh, sex. No, this was one of those. It was a powerful moment because when you read Endgame, one of the things that you need to understand is that, there's a 7-year gap between Endgame and Redemption. That's why it's set 7 years later. In that time frame, Trixie has not used her force powers. She comes out of what happens in Redemption, and it's kind of it's put her mind in a state of shock. Like, trying to think. 13 Reasons Why. Shock. Where, the black girl, where she's, having PTSD moments from being raped by Bryce and all that. That kind of shit. So she's in shock over that. And, she hasn't really used her force powers. She can't even, do a subtle, force grab or even a force push. She's just kind of like closed herself off from the force. And this moment is in my head, and I'm like, man, it's a moment that has many layers to it. One, it is a moment of intimacy because, for one, they haven't been intimate in, I think, what the hell year that is. I think about 3.5 to 4.5 years, ballpark. And like, little history on this, the first 2 years she hasn't even lived with Lucius and Aaron. She's been in a facility getting treatment and stuff, medical, psychiatric treatment, that kind of shit, because of what happened and all that. So it's been rough. And so, they finally, they have their moment of intimacy after so many years. And it's been rough on the two of them. He's a single father. She's, fucked up in the head from what happened. And, on and on. And two, sometimes when people have sex, sometimes they cry. And it's a fact. Anybody watching this knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a thing of having a deep connection with that person, or you hit them on a certain level to where you are actually ready to fully surrender to that person. And it's a big deal. It's a big fucking deal. And the other layer of that is, when she has her, when she has her first orgasm, the shock of that, unlocks her memories that she's, her mind just, and she remembers everything that happened. So in that moment, all that shit happens at once. All that is happening, like, boom. And she's in tears, and she doesn't know how to process everything at first. And there's going to be more to that scene, but for right now, I just jotted down what popped in my head and what I was going to say in that scene. So yeah, that was hard. That was really fucking difficult to write up, because it's a pain. It's a thing of pain, and it's pain, pleasure, uh, emotions, and grief. It's really deep shit, man. And it's trauma too. So there's a lot of layers to that. And it's something that, if you do read this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Maybe you can even identify with it. It happens. Or maybe you'll gain a better understanding into how I write. But yeah, that's what I worked on. I'm very proud of the progress I made today. Like, yeah. I cleared one handwritten page. That's effort. That's really good for me. So I'm on back of 41. I'm happy about that. That means I have 14 pages left. Oh no. So yeah, I'm excited to see where the hell this fucking story goes. My goal, obviously, 150,000 words. Yeah, I'm getting there. Oh, that's two. My second goal is to get this story over 500 pages, which I'm very close to. Yeah, this last installment is easily going to be over 50 pages long, at least. Yeah, because I was thinking about, I was like, man, I could break this up over another installment. Like, no, it's going to be 14 installments, plain and simple. So, yeah, the main thing about any fight scene that you write, and this is really good advice that you should follow, even though I'm not, I give good advice half the time when I'm in a good mood, and I'm in a good mood. Pace it. Literally just pace the shit out of it. If you watch a lot of fight scenes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You gotta pace it out. It's like a boss fight. Boss fights take between 15, 20 minutes, depending on who the fucking boss is. Might be an hour, might be 5 hours, might be a whole goddamn day. But you have to factor in, endurance, strength, weaknesses, etc. So, yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here, upload this, go to bed, get me some good sleep, because I'm tired. Holy shit. So, oh, it's my fucking shadow in the damn window. Idiot. I was like, the fuck is that shit? So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.